Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
It's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
He's checking. 657. Let's go. Great. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. 80 weapons. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Sunday.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ready? 56 is the mark.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, back up.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. He'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, baby, all day, all day. We on it. Hey, Charlie. 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. Mike 52. On the ball. Kill. Back 2 is the Mike. Mike back 2.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rush in. Lefty. Watch out.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Solid. 81. Mike 52. Nice.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, 5, and he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On second and 9, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
61, match box, lights, go, go. Check 3, check 3.
2nd and 2. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You got him. You got him. Sunday. 46 down, man. 5-4. Smooth.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run with Pumphrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill. 52. Hey, Delta. 52. Go. Go. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Crunch time, defense.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Burks over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. They're going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, I-7.
2nd and 14. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Dolphin 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Balaj, and an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, echo. Kill. Switch.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Leo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, box drop.
18-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing his Wentz. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On the run, it's Pumphrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go. Hey, Charlie. 52.
Back to throw. Wentz. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Ready, break. 56. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Dolphins.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56. What we got? What we got? What we got? Say it. On the pin.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. 18 Gator. If you don't get this one, you think you won't get this? Be crippled.
Elliott. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, It'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.